People seem to either love or hate Tom Cruise. I mean, say what you will about the actor, you can't deny the fact that him doing his own stunts at the age of 56, come on, that's pretty impressive. And in this video, I'll be looking at some of the most extreme stunts that he has done, stunts that actually could have killed him. For example, in Mission Impossible Fallout, which by the way is an amazing film, you can check out my film review on this YouTube channel. Anywho, whilst filming MI6, Cruise was leaping between two buildings in London. The stunt involved him crashing into the side of the building. He did so, but at a really bad angle. He was later seen heavily limping. Why? He'd only gone and broken his ankle. Now fair plays to Paramount, because even though production stopped for a few months, they were still able to release the film when they said they would. Over to Top Gun. The sequel is currently being filmed. Did you know the first one almost cost Cruise his life? During the scene where he's cradling Goose in the water, his very real parachute began taking in water at an alarming rate. Luckily, someone saw his chute ballooning out and jumped in to cut Cruise loose right before he sank into the bottom of the deep ocean. And people on set were saying as well, if he'd have gone under there, it would have been very hard to find him. A Top Gun co-star, Barry Tubb, he told the New York Post, "Cruise came as close to dying on a set than anyone else I have seen." Now back to Mission Impossible. In the second film, Cruise is seen free-scaling cliffs over Utah's jagged Dead Horse Point. He actually performed several shots from this sequence himself, hundreds of feet above the rocks below. Okay, so yes, he was wearing a safety harness, which was later digitally removed, but there was no safety net underneath him. Cruise insisted on doing the scene and ended up tearing his shoulder whilst jumping between rocks. Apparently the director John Woo couldn't actually look at the monitors as this was happening, fearing that the star of his film could literally plummet to his death. Now over to The Last Samurai. Did you know Tom Cruise literally almost lost his head? The actor Hiroyuki Sanada, he lost control of his weapon during production of the film. He's been quoted as saying, "Tom's neck was right in front of me, and I tried to stop the swinging sword, but it was hard to control with one hand." Apparently the film crew watching, they all screamed as this happened, genuinely believing that Tom Cruise's head was gone. But it wasn't, he missed the mark by literally half an inch. Now for Edge of Tomorrow, it was actually Emily Blunt that almost killed Tom Cruise. In an interview with Conan, she said, "We were driving this crazy old car with a trailer behind it, and the stunt guy was like, I want you to go really fast down the pass and take a really hard right, and I want the trailer to swing out behind you. So we get moving," she continued. "We do the first take, it went really well. The stunt guy came over and was like, okay, do it again, and this time go faster. So we start, I tear down this path, and Tom is being really quiet, and suddenly, under his breath, I hear him go, brake, brake, brake." She continued to say, "I left it too late, I drove into a tree, and I almost killed Tom Cruise." Now, one of my favourite stunts actually comes from Ghost Protocol. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, so obviously Cruise is going to want to climb it. And he did so, suspended a quarter of a mile in the air. He climbed it, he ran across it, he even leapt from it, and all was being protected by just 3 tiny cables. The stunt was so dangerous that writer-director Brad Bird, he admitted to waking up in a cold sweat numerous times just thinking about the stunt. Now in Rogue Nation, did you know Tom Cruise, he taught himself to hold his breath for 6.5 minutes. I know, it sounds ridiculous, it sounds made up, it's completely true. Look it up. And to put into perspective just how insane this stunt is, professional breath hold divers, they can hold their breath for between 4 and 7 minutes. These are professionals. And even at a professional level, holding your breath for that amount of time, it can cause you brain damage. What is wrong with this man? But moving on, it turns out it wasn't just Emily Blunt that almost killed Cruise in a car accident. When filming Collateral, Jamie Foxx, he feared the worst when he hit Cruise's Mercedes during a chase sequence. He said in an interview, "I hit the gas, the cab goes straight head on into Cruise's Mercedes, the Mercedes then lifts off the ground and it goes off the set." Luckily the actor was fine. Of course he was fine, the man's a machine. But finally, let's talk about that plane scene in Rogue Nation. Cruise was literally attached to the side of a military transport plane as it took off. Now the reason this particular stunt was so dangerous, it wasn't because he could have fallen off, it was because of the speeds that he was going. If a bird or a stone had hit him, if anything had hit him, the impact, it would have been like a bullet. It would have seen the end of Tom Cruise. Now you gotta ask, what is next? How far can the guy go? Because he likes to take it a little bit further each time. I guess only time will tell. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to see more videos like it, don't forget to subscribe and also click that bell button and you'll be notified of all future videos. Is there any stunt I missed out? Feel free to comment below, and as always, thank you for watching. Bye bye.